is Saturday, October the 8th, and I'm on my first sit out at this property. I'm in this bottom because the wind is set up perfect for today. It's about as perfect a morning for October 8th that you could ever dream of. We got up to 81 degrees yesterday, and when I left my truck this morning, it was 45, so we've had a pretty big cold snap. It's definitely a little chilly, and a nice west wind blowing right in my face. I really like this spot down here. It's right on an old road, and every year there's a couple of scrapes that pop up along the road, but even more so there's a little opening in front of me that on the other side there's a few birch trees that the deer really hit hard, and there's always a few really big scrapes under them. So hopefully I can see a couple today. I have a camera down here I haven't checked yet, and the other one on the other side of this property died, so I really have no idea what's been out here the past few weeks. But each of those have been out since July, so excited to pull the cards on those and see what we got going on out here. But I'm just excited about this morning, and hopefully I can get lucky, so stay tuned. So it's about 10 a.m. now. Haven't seen anything since those 3 does walked by around 8:30. It's a really beautiful morning, and glad I got out. Didn't spook anything, and the wind's perfect, so real happy with the sit. Can't expect much. I'm gonna check this camera, and then the one on the other side of the property, and then I'm going to be heading out to public land tonight, so all the footage from public land is going to go on my Public Land Diaries channel, as always, so make sure to tune into that. And I'll probably be out tomorrow. I'm just not sure where yet. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you from the woods next time. October 12th. It's about 7 a.m. and I'm back on this piece of private close to where I live. This big piece of property, a lot of deer on it. On a doe patrol this morning, I got into this little swampy area and jumped one out as I was walking in. I got a few hours to sit before work this morning, so hoping to get a second doe on the ground and continue the momentum from last week. It's been a series of very slow hunts since I shot that doe last Tuesday, so hopefully they're moving this morning. It's about 41 degrees when I got out of the truck, and got a really light south wind. Just gonna sit tight and hope they're moving. it's about 9:30 and I'm gonna have to jump out of here and get to work. Came close this morning. Saw 3 moving across the property line about 100 yards away, and they eventually jumped into this piece and worked through the timber. As I'm watching them over there, I catch another one less than 30 yards behind me, and she was at 32 for a few minutes and then worked in and out, but it would have been a forced shot, and she never really gave me a real good opportunity, so I elected to not take it. And I thought maybe she'd keep moving along this way, but she turned around and worked back the other direction, and then those deer that were working the property line ended up working through the middle back in here on this oak flat area behind me. So I'm gonna start packing up and get out of here. I should be out on Friday, so in a couple days, and hopefully I can get back in here. I'll probably move down the ways in the morning and sit that spot behind me and see if they come through and do the same thing. Either way, guys, I'm excited to get back out here. Gotta get to work now, so I'll see you from the woods next time. Good morning, everyone. It's October 16th. It's just about 7 a.m. and I've already had a doe walk through it, like 25 yards, but it was just a little too dark to tell if it was actually a doe or a buck. And I'm still limited to shooting does out here, looking to fill my second tag, maybe even my third tag of the season. I'm on a totally new piece of this property near my house. I haven't hunted this year, but I sat in this exact tree last year and ended up missing a doe. So I know they're moving through here. I can hear acorns dropping all around me. It's going to be a beautiful morning, so I'm pretty excited for this sit. Hopefully I get a chance with some light. Sun's just coming up, so fingers crossed. Meh. I just shot over her back and hit her. Man. It's 7:30 now. Just sat for a minute after that miss. I couldn't really get a range on her, but she was downwind of me for the longest time and obviously could smell me. Was picking up on something but couldn't really figure it out. and was just going back and forth, and she's probably more at like 23 yards when she came through, and I thought she was more at like, I don't know, 26, but watched the footage over, and yeah, I was about 6 inches over her back. I think that's the same doe that walked through at first light this morning. It's still early, not even 7:15 yet, so I'm going knock another arrow and hopefully not miss the next one if there is one, so glad it was a clean miss. Let's hope I see another one this morning. Meh. Wow, how things can turn around. So I missed that doe earlier at like 7 o'clock, 7:15, and right around 7:40, I spotted another deer directly behind me walking away from me. So I got up and got ready. Maybe she would come through, but as I'm getting ready, I noticed another group of deer coming right at me, and it was a big doe and a few fawns, 3 fawns, yearlings. And they're still working through the woods behind me, and she walked right at me. I didn't have a shot to my left. That's where I was originally pointed. She walked right past my tree at like 4 yards, walked right by me, and it had a heavy quartering away shot. It was 12 yards, and I buried it in there. I thought it was a good shot, but it hit her high, I guess, but I could see it coming out of like her sternum, so it must have went through everything. But I got a second arrow in her, and she's dead, 12 paces away. It's not even 8 a.m. yet, and I really do want to fill one more doe tag this season at least, and leave room for my 3 buck tags. But it's a beautiful morning, and it's nice and cool, so I'm going to leave her sit there and see if any other deer come through. What an exciting hunt. Let's go, guys. Alright, got her dragged out of the woods now. It's about 9:30, and ended up having a few more come through. It was a really good morning. Had a lot of deer movement, and I missed that one early, and it would be easy to get kind of down on myself about that. Got the wrong range and just shot clear over, but it was less than 30 minutes after that. This one, 3 more came through. I mean, a 12-yard chip shot. I hit her a touch high, but it came out low on the opposite shoulder, and she was a goner on that first shot, but I put a second one in her and sat the rest of the morning. Had a few come through, and I actually had one walk through at like 10 yards again as I was breaking down the tree stand. So I was open to shooting a second, but it just didn't pan out. So I'm gonna get this one cleaned up. It's been an awesome start to the season. October 16th, and I've already got 2 on the ground, and now I qualify for a buck out here, so pretty awesome stuff. And gonna get her cleaned up, like I said, drug back to the truck, and I'll see you from the woods next time, guys. Thanks for watching.